Hey, what's up, guys? It's El Tiburon, aka Retro Tiburon, with another pickups video. So I picked up some video games, some movies from Cyber Monday, and a figure. But I wanted to start off with a game. I'm kind of gonna jump around a little bit, but I wanted to start off with this game, which I picked up actually from my own eBay store. I unlisted it and decided I'm gonna keep it, and I'm keeping it because a buddy on YouTube, a fellow YouTuber, Omega Ace Gaming, is doing a giveaway raffle, and the rules of the raffle are you gotta beat a Disney game beginning to end and record it somehow, like whether you live stream it or you record it on your phone and email it to him. So I've always wanted to play through this game because I've only played like the first stage or two, and it's actually a pretty fun game. But I've never put the time in beating the whole game, so I decided, you know what the hell, I'm gonna enter that raffle giveaway challenge, and I'm gonna try it with this one, the Sega Genesis Aladdin. I don't know if you saw in one of my old videos, I unboxed the Analog SG, or sorry, it's called the Mega SG, made by Analog. So this will be the first game I boot up on it, and try to beat the game. So yeah, check out Omega Ace Gaming's YouTube channel. I'm gonna put his channel, the link to his channel, in the description below. So I think he's giving away like I'm not sure. I don't want to like give the wrong information, but I think he's giving away like an Xbox Live card, like gift card, or Nintendo Switch card, or PS5 card. I don't know if you get to pick, but he's giving away something cool, and I think you have until the end of January. So check out his channel. Like I said, I'll put a link to his channel below. So yeah, decided to keep this game right here. Next, I'm unbox this little Toony Terror figure I picked up at a local horror shop. It's got Chucky and Tiffany. They had like a trilogy, right? And it was like Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. And there was like another one, right? I don't know. Leave it in the comments. I think it was a trilogy of movies with Chucky and Tiffany. But yeah, I really like these Toony Terrors. They're kind of like, it looks like they're kind of inspired by the Scooby Doo cartoons. Let me see. So there's Chucky, kind of inspired by like the Scooby Doo cartoons, like the style. So yeah, I've been collecting those. I don't have all of them, but these I had been kind of seeking out. And you see Tiffany there. She has a little cigarette, little cigarette in her right hand. So pretty cool. Decided to pick it up. Support a local horror shop. It's called so I live out here in Palmdale. There's a little local horror shop named Off Kilter Toys. Maybe one day I'll go in there and ask him if I can do like a little vlog. It's really cool. He has like a bunch of figures, a bunch of like masks, like bunch of like Halloween horror stuff. Gave Chucky his little knife. Pretty cool, yeah. Dig him. I'm more of a fan of like the older school, like the '80s or early '90s Chucky. But these ones with Tiffany were fun too. I don't think I've seen them since back in the day, back in the '90s. Suega Spindrift for the working man. All right, let me show off some movies I picked up, some Blu-Rays during Cyber Monday. First one, so this was from a website called MVD. Forgot what MVD stands for. Something like music video something. But the first pickup the Go-Go Boys on Blu-ray from MVD, the MVD website. My buddies Tylord and the PMM over on YouTube. PMM's at DVDs, Nuts, and Popcorn, and Tylord's at Tyler Stevenson. Those are their YouTube channels. They were talking about this documentary. So apparently it's a documentary about Canon, the film production Canon. So, I mean, sounds pretty cool. Thought I'd check it out. I love Cobra. I mean, I haven't watched all these movies on here, all these Canon movies, but I do know they worked on Cobra and they did Masters of the Universe and Over the Top. So, be interested to check it out. I've heard some stuff about Canon, and you know, they were like a small film company and made a lot of like bad B action movies. So, thought I'd check it out. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Let me know if it's any good. Next pickup, My Friend Dahmer. This movie I saw. It's been a while at a indie theater like years ago, and I know like right now the big thing is the Netflix show, right, Dahmer. But this is actually a really cool movie about Dahmer when he's in kind of like in his high school years, and it's a really good independent movie. It's kind of like shows how there was already like some red flags with Dahmer, with Jeffrey Dahmer. He, you know, kind of had a fascination with picking up dead animals, roadkill, and doing like taxidermy on them, and he was just kind of like you know, there was a few loose screws you can tell while he was in high school. He was a little off, and it was kind of like a good movie to see, like where they're kind of showing like, yeah, he had friends, but he was a little different. So I was happy to pick this up, and this sale that they had on the MVD website, I think it was like, I got 3 movies for like $20 plus shipping, so super cheap, you know, for considering that they're, I think, typically like $20 movies. The last pickup was Disturbing Behavior, easy for me to say, with Katie Holmes, my high school crush, Katie Holmes. You know, Dawson's Creek back in the day. This was my crush. I'm not like a big like a guy that crushes on celebrities, but if there's like one celebrity I crushed on, for sure in high school, it was old what was her name, Joey from Dawson's Creek. So this is a really fun, really kind of like, you know, very typical of late 90s teen horror, kind of like a horror thriller. It's not the best, but I had fond memories of this movie, Disturbing Behavior. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this one. It's essentially kind of like high school kids that are being injected, and I don't know, not steroids, but they're injected by some drugs, and they become like these like I don't know how to say it. Like they almost become like Captain America super soldiers, like, but they're always like raging and they're having trouble controlling their rage. It's kind of a fun 90s movie. So yeah, pick that one up. And last but not least, this is a quick one. I think next week I'm gonna do an unboxing video. I'm getting a couple of stuff in TMNT and another cartoon character. Last pickup, got this guy. This is Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. So this is a Japanese N64 game. I recently found out that you can play Japanese games on your 64, American 64, if you kind of like mod it, I guess. Essentially take out the little, I don't know what you call it, but you take out a piece where the cart goes into, like replace that piece, which I bought that replacement piece on eBay for like a few bucks. And it'll allow you to play like the Japanese game. So for me, when I think of the 64, I think of wrestling games. That's pretty much the only reason I bought a 64 was because I loved all the wrestling THQ Aki games on there. And once I found out like, yeah, you can play like the Japanese games. I'm like, man, I kind of want to play some of those Japanese games that I wasn't able to play growing up. So I did a little bit of like YouTube research and kind of was like just trying to find out like what's the best Japanese game, wrestling game. Like I just want to play like the best one or a couple of the best ones, and the one that caught my eye was this one, Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. From what I understand, I forgot the name of the channel, but I was watching a guy's channel. Was it Nicotine or something? I don't know. I'm probably butchering his username, but he was talking about how this was. He did like a whole backstory on this game, and I think it's kind of like WrestleMania. It's using the WrestleMania 2000 engine, the Aki THQ engine, but it's similar to WrestleMania 2000, but obviously with a mostly Japanese wrestlers. And then I think it actually has a lot of American wrestlers too, but with different names. It has guys like Vader and like Stan Hansen, and I think I saw Hogan in there. Like it has like a bunch of guys. I think it has more wrestlers than WrestleMania 2000 has, and it has like the typical. It's like the same gameplay, and it has like the same gameplay. But the one thing that I saw that I thought was really cool is that they how you would hit the joystick to trigger your finisher. So if you hit it twice for certain wrestlers, you can like unlock like a ultra finisher. So like if you don't want to just do a regular finisher, you can hit the joystick again and unlock like a super finisher, which I think only a few wrestlers in the game have. So yeah, so this one I decided to go with this one because this is the one that caught my eye. There was a couple of other games that I saw there, but this one looked to be the coolest one, at least for me. But yeah, that's it, guys. Quick little video. Probably see you guys next week with a unboxing of NECA, Loot Crate TMNT stuff, and I'm getting like a Popeye figure, so be on the lookout for that. Later, guys.